Bring your cup and take a seat. Fill it up, coffee, wine, or tea. Come find what you're looking for. A good pour.
Welcome back to A Good Pour. I'm Kathryn Good, your host. This is Conversations About Good Work. And today we have Alayna Barton Peters with us. She is the CEO and president of the Goodlettsville, tell me the full name.
Goodlettsville Area Chamber of Commerce.
Because Goodlettsville is in, well, it's in 2 counties and all kinds of things.
Almost 3. It's
Almost three.
And so
it is an area.
It is an area. It is an area for sure.
All right. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, Kathryn. I'm so glad to be here.
So you and I have known each other for a long time.
Yes, we have.
And I was so excited when I saw that you had accepted this position. It's time for you to shine in this community, and I'm just thrilled.
You are so kind. Thank you.
Bring everybody up to speed. I knew her mother very well, Kate Barton. We're gonna not cry today, but but I actually talked about her in a recent podcast that I did, the 75th episode.
Yes.
Kate got mentioned.
Yes.
So she just taught me a lot about what good work is and why we should all be doing it. So,
Yes.
So anyway, it's so fun to have you back here. So tell me about the Goodlettsville Area Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, man. The Goodlettsville Area Chamber of Commerce is wonderful and just filled with the very best people. We like to say that we are a connection agency. And so our job is just to connect our businesses to each other, to connect the people in the businesses to each other, to connect our businesses to our residents, and to just the city of Goodlettsville.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful work to get to do, to get to connect people every day.
Did you think you were going to be doing this work?
No. I can't believe that this is the work I get to do, honestly. It just blows my mind that every day I get to wake up and go into work and connect people and hear their stories and just do this really remarkable job. I don't know. I feel very lucky.
How did it happen? Tell people, did you see a job announcement?
So I think what I want to say first is that sometimes in life, our path is very clear. It's like a sidewalk and you just walk down it and you get from point A to point B and it's easy. And then sometimes in life, our path is really winding and then maybe we go through a stream and then through like the brush in the woods and then you come out in a meadow. And that's how I feel like my journey to the chamber has been. It's been very turny and twisty, and now we're in this beautiful meadow.
I love that.
You know, my background is in education. I was a special education teacher for years in New York City. And then when we moved back to Tennessee, my job just didn't really exist. You know, different states have different jobs in education. And so the job that I love just wasn't here, and that's okay. So I kind of did it privately for a while, found some clients, loved on some kids, and that gave me a lot of flexibility. Gave me a lot of flexibility to spend time with my kid and be a mom and also to volunteer. And I just dove headfirst into volunteering for a lot of reasons. And one of the jobs that I loved the most in volunteering was being president of the Goodlettsville Elementary School PTO.
Okay.
And I did that for several years and just got super involved in Goodlettsville, met a lot of city officials, met some wonderful business owners, and just my love for the community and for connecting people in the community just kept growing and growing and growing. And so when this job became available at the chamber, I thought, I think this is it. I think I should go for it. And just continue to connect people in meaningful ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. What does good work mean to you?
Okay, I knew you were going to ask me. So I looked up the definition of good and the definition of work because I was struggling to think of what's a good way to talk about good work. But the part of good that I love the most was that it's for the benefit of others. And the part of the definition of work that I really, really loved was that it's mental or physical effort in order to achieve a purpose. And I really loved the in order to achieve part because I think that gives us flexibility that it's never done. It's not finite. It's not like our work is we just achieve the purpose and we're done. It's like we continue to do the good work. And so I think good work is working hard to benefit others in a sustained effort in a multitude of ways.
It doesn't end.
It never ends, right? Just goes and goes.
It goes.
And changes over time.
Tell me, do you have any early thoughts on what you this is not on my question list. So, but do you have any just like thoughts and visions on, and you're early, and so, but just where you see kind of the Goodlettsville area chamber going, any just, excitements that you want to share, things that are coming up. But
well, I think first, Goodlettsville is growing, and Goodlettsville is on the cusp of some really big changes, right? I think we've all heard about the Rivergate Mall project that is coming and will be redeveloped, and I think
I honestly heard more about when people drove around the Rivergate parking lot at the last time that I've heard about the parking lot. I did not grow up here, so driving around the Rivergate parking lot was not
a thing.
Not a thing for me, but it was really funny.
So
that doesn't surprise me. Knowing your parents, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, I wasn't allowed to do that. No, it's so, I think the nostalgia for Rivergate Mall is really beautiful, and I love that. And also, it's really time for a change there and time to revitalize that area and bring in some new life. It's time for a new era. And I think that we're seeing that a lot in Goodlettsville. We're seeing some empty buildings getting filled in very unique and fun ways. We're seeing growth. We're seeing revitalization in a really fun way. And so I'm excited about where Goodlettsville is growing. And I think the chamber can grow alongside that. We are adding in some really fun community events in the next year. We're doing Restaurant Week, which we're really excited about. It's our first ever Restaurant Week. It's February 1st through 7th. Shameless plug. Stay tuned for more info. And then also we're going to do a small business month extravaganza that's never been done before. So just trying to bring some new life and some new energy and some new events.
I like that it's you will mirror basically the growth that's already happening in Goodlettsville and allow the chamber to grow right along with it.
Yes, that's the goal.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. What has been an unexpected challenge?
Oh man, an unexpected challenge. I think it's
new role, right?
Yes, like new role,
unexpected role,
unexpected challenges. I think it's just juggling everything. The job, I think, really could be the job of 5 people, and we're an office of 2. And so it's just trying to prioritize what needs to be done right now. What can wait a week? How do we get everything that we want to do, all of our dreams? How can we realistically do them all? So luckily I have a great board, and our Young Professionals Network steps up a lot to help fill some of those gaps. So while there are challenges in terms of getting things done, we're meeting them, and it's feeling really good.
Good. So we connected at, and I'm going to forget the name, but it was Meta's event where all the chambers came together.
The Small Business Expo?
Something along those lines. I was a speaker. I probably should have remembered.
Small Business Summit. There we go.
But we connected in that, reconnected, because you had been, you've been in Goodlettsville and I've been in Gallatin, and we hadn't really crossed.
Well, and I was in New York City for 12 years.
There you go. So we have
I was gone for a while.
But it was so fun to see all of the chamber presidents there.
Yeah.
And I realized once I looked at the guest list for the fall that I had like three of them on the books, and I was like, we're just gonna get them all. So if you're listening and you're like, is she having all chamber CEO and presidents? The answer is yes.
Yes, wonderful. We love that.
But how it seems like just a really neat crew to work together. From an outsider perspective, has that been do you feel the support already?
Absolutely, for sure. And I just started, but I have met them all and participated in events together, and everyone is so supportive. And being new to a role like this, I think it mirrors a lot of what some of our small business owners are feeling too, right? Because I'm kind of like on an island doing my job. I imagine my small business owners feel that same way. They're on an island doing their job. And so we need that community and we need that support. And I am so grateful to all the other chamber CEOs in Sumner County and also Madison Rivergate Chamber as well for just welcoming me in and providing that support and listening when I need someone to listen. And just, we like to say we all rise together. Mm-hmm. So it's wonderful to have that opportunity to get to know them.
It is. I like what you said, that you're on an island, because you hear the term like it's lonely at the top, or it's lonely when you're the only one doing this thing, right? In an office of 2, I'm I'm sure it can feel that way. But you're very right. Like if we're not intentional about being in community, small business, nonprofit, any role, it feels lonely.
It really does. And I think that's a big part of what led me to Chamber World was just the opportunities to provide connection and provide community. It's really interesting. But when I lived in New York City, community felt easier to find. I think because you're just in close proximity, right? You're seeing the same people at the playground 3 times a day because your apartments are tiny. And you're seeing the same people on the subway platform and on the train. And you're having these incidental moments of connection constantly. And when we move back to Tennessee, we don't have those incidental connections quite as often just because we're not as close to people. And as wonderful as technology is, I think, I don't go in a bank anymore, right? I bank online. And so those opportunities for incidental connection and incidental community are just not happening as often. And I think the Chamber provides a really good and strong point for that to happen, right? Whether it's you come to an event and you network, or you just get our newsletter and you're reading about what's happening. Maybe you come to a festival that we're helping with, or you see online that a new business is opening, right? We're providing opportunities for that connection and that community to really happen.
You're also providing a way for people to an invitation, right?
Yes.
And so that's one of the things I love if whatever chamber I go to or speak at, like it's hey, why don't you come with me?
Yes.
You're new.
Yes.
You're trying to start a business. You have a dream. Like, why don't you come with me? And all of the chambers, I think, do a really good this opportunity for invitation that can be hard.
Yes.
It's hard to invite somebody to church, even if I want to, right?
Absolutely.
But at least when we're establishing community, the chambers there's lots of different interests, there's lots of different luncheons, there's lots of different things, and so it's still hard sometimes to have an invitation, but at least there's a lot of variety of things that you could offer.
Absolutely. You are absolutely
Love
correct.
that. So what's opening?
So we just opened Rachel's Garden, which is a inclusive playground in Goodlettsville. This has been
I have not heard this yet.
Oh my goodness. We are so excited. This has been an almost decades-long project that Goodlettsville has been working on. The city and the fire department and the businesses and the residents raised $1.7 million to build this playground together over the past 9, almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And it is beautiful and wonderful. And we did the ribbon cutting recently, and it was just such a joyful community experience. It is named after Rachel West, who had a dream of being able to play with her nieces and nephews at the playground, and now she can. And we are... It just feels, we're just so proud of it. We're so proud of it in Goodlettsville. I didn't, it just being there at the ribbon cutting and the grand opening, you could just feel the spirit and the love in Goodlettsville. So we're really excited about that.
I'm going to have to stop by and see.
Yes.
Where is it?
It is behind the community center in Goodlettsville in P Park.
Okay. All right. The other question I want to ask you is, what do you miss about New York City?
Oh, man, there are lots of things I miss about New York City.
Can you give me 2 restaurants you miss?
Well, I don't know about specific restaurants because I've been here for a while.
Oh, that's true.
Sushi, the price of sushi there.
Okay, that's a very good point.
It's much lower compared to here. I think just the proximity to the ocean. And it's delicious because it's very, very fresh. So sushi for sure. And then it's closed, but we really miss Craft Bar. That was our favorite restaurant, and we would go all the time.
Okay.
It's no longer open, but Craft is still there. So you should go visit Craft when you're there.
All right. And then what has been the biggest gain or life improvement by moving back home?
I think having my family close by is number one. Being able to just see my sister and my dad anytime I want to is really, really special. And just to have their support and to have their involvement in my son's life is... You just can't beat that.
No.
You really can't.
No.
So.
And they're good people to have in his life.
Yes, they are.
So how do you make sure that we often say you can't pour from an empty cup. So how do you make sure you're taking care of you so you can do more good work?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Like, well, it has to change.
But what is working? What's one thing right now that you feel like you're doing well or could be helpful for a helpful tip for other people?
I think just spending time outside with my family is number one for me. It really does fill me up. And then also maintaining some of those volunteer opportunities that I have come to just find so much joy from. Even though it's adding some work to my plate, it's adding some really meaningful work to my plate. And so it feels really good. And then just trying to, shut down all the electronics at some point every day, just to take a little break from my eyes and my brain.
Yes. Me too. I don't do as well as I should.
I don't either. But I think as long as we're trying and there's intention, then it's helpful.
It's just all my work is on a screen.
I know.
It's not even the social media part. It's how
it's everything.
I can't remember who says it, but basically, like, if you have Sabbath and you look at screens all day, then you need to be like doing something with your hands. And like, I love putting together a puzzle, for example.
I do too. Yes.
Love it. And I do think it is that, because there's not very much work I can do with my hands. It is all with my, the screen and typing. And so
I'm not very crafty. Right. There are people who are like really artistic, have a natural thing.
So you didn't get that from your mom then?
No, I did not. My sister Ashley inherited all of the craftiness, but I can diamond paint. I have found recently that the diamond painting, where you take the jewel and you put it on the number that it says to put it on.
My daughter's into this. Okay.
It's very relaxing, and that's at my skill level. And so that's a great way to take
I'll have
a break.
to try this too.
Yes.
I'll have to try this. All right. I like it. Well, thank you. I'm really just super excited to watch you just grow into this position and grow Goodlettsville. It's just so fun to watch and be a part of, and to know you. And I'm excited for all it's going to come.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It absolutely means the world to me to have the support of people like you who have been established in a community like this for a while. It's very overwhelming and just feels like a big hug. So thank you, Kathryn.
You have
really
all the big
appreciate
hugs
it.
that you want. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.